And we're a service design company, but we are a group of people from lots of different disciplines. So we have now people from architecture, industrial, interaction design, as well as a growing number of people not from design backgrounds. Like business school people. We're very lucky to have been going for 12 years and to have worked all over the world, including fantastic projects recently in Thailand, a friend in the audience, and studios in Europe and in Brazil. We get to work with a whole range of companies. We have almost lost count, but it's in the hundreds, from corporations to governments to the UN to startups, so it's an incredibly privileged position. We think most organisations try and relate to their customers through the products they make and the brands that they have, and that they fail to really invest, I think, at a factor of 10 to 1 in the service and the relationship. There's some data I heard from telecoms in the States about how much more money goes into the product and the brand and the service. And we also think they struggle to really understand the customers from their world, the actors, factors, technically we call them. We also think we can get, as designers, very bogged down into thinking about people as users, and we really like to, and if I encounter any of you, want to start thinking about the customer, and then the customer as somebody in a consumer or a wider case, and as ultimately as human beings. We approach projects in quite a classic design way, but we've added a very sort of an underlayer, which is from our new business partner, which is much more about talking to the business and validating, proving. So we deliver classic kind of design things, but we're also looking at adding a business assessment to what we do. So these are kind of projects we do at a very high level. I'm going to move, this is our transition to move me from the kind of the theory to the practice, and I've just got a bunch of examples of some of these things. So we help people from insight to implementation, as we titled a book we wrote recently. So we help people create service scenarios to think about the customer experience from awareness through, and looking at that very much in a channel agnostic or a touch point technology agnostic way. So how does the technology in the retail space for Telefonica come together? We then take concepts and blueprint them, start to detail what happens when through the customer journey. TFL work on that. So what's the visitor experience of people coming to London? A lot of our work involves taking this kind of design material and then working with organisations with it. So we find design is a fantastic way to enable conversations to help people move forward. So a huge amount of our work is actually just about helping our client individuals move forward. Sometimes that's by articulating a concept. So some work for Janssen Pharmaceutical on a service to support people to succeed with drug therapies better, like planning. Sometimes it's about taking an idea and taking it out to customers and proving that they value it, and doing that using very quick turnaround tools, which I'm sure you're all going to be doing a lot of over the next year. We also work those prototypes to a higher resolution so we can really test things over time, often with using digital technology to provide a service to a small number of people over a longer period. And to test those, to complement the experience with some metrics. How many people could you address with this? How many people would accept it? This was a project looking at helping people switch from paper to digital builds. And we also go out and test existing experiences, looking for opportunities for improvement. This is my favourite ever project for streetcar car sharing club here in London, and this was some work we did 10 years ago to find out where there were issues with the problem, with the experience as it was. And we like to do things in the context, so we like to take things out of some work for a library in Oslo, where we started taking our work and working with library staff to start to move it towards the organisation.